It did the right one. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
And the mics are on.
We are live. That is exactly true.
Or he said live. And it's a command.
Or it's a motivational quote. Live. Live. Don't just exist.
Don't just go through life.
This is live. Live your life, everybody.
Wow.
You know, that's pretty profound, Gary.
Wow, Gary, you're really onto something with
Really
that.
profound. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with you.
Imagine he just woke up, rolled out of bed, and typed live because this is the word he saw.
Yeah.
Good.
So instead of it's like you're trying to let the dog live. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah, that's also noble.
That's also noble
That's
and
very
fair.
noble.
I like it. You know, you're a good one, Gary. You're a good one.
Gary, dog saver.
Yes, dog saver extraordinaire.
I almost
also,
said his last name, like as if it was the middle name where they put the nicknames, but I shouldn't say his last name.
probably
Yeah.
not. Probably not.
For all of those who are not on Twitter or are watching much later, we do go live tweets anytime we go live, and the one I did today was go live or else, and then I attached a stock photo of a man pointing a weapon at a dog. I don't know if I can say. I don't know what
Nice
words I can
save.
say.
Nice save.
I don't know what words you
save.
can and can't say on
Dude,
Twitch.
We had to deal with that whole sort of fiasco. So if anybody follows us on TikTok, there was AJ made that clip of an old scene in Strange Aeons where I was using a weapon. And it's a great clip. It was super, super funny, but we say it like a million times over. And we didn't change like the audio of it, but we had a discussion about changing the captions. So every single time it just says pew pew.
Pew pew. I like it.
And we say it so much, and it can't be doing much.
I think
because we say
I think it's fine if I'm thinking in the YouTube sense. In YouTube, in the first 5 minutes, you cannot be doing heavy swears or talk. This is really talking of shop, I know, but yeah, in the first 5 minutes of YouTube, you cannot be saying like, not that we say it already, but like F-bombs or the S word or anything like that. You can't,
Why is it just the first?
because that's where most people dip in, I guess, to watch. So advertisers value those first few minutes more than any other times.
I also really like Gary's labels. You lose steam. You lose steam. I'm just gonna say, you're like dog savior, heartbreaker, wheeling, dealing. I'm just a fella.
I'm a guy.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. I'm just a fella. Honestly, just a silly fella. Yeah. Also, hello, Link. How's it going?
Hi, Link.
Hello.
How's Final Fantasy going for you, Link? I'll ask this time.
You guys and your Final Fantasy. I actually really, I enjoy Final Fantasy.
The Magic set is making me want to play some Final Fantasies. And I was thinking about playing Final Fantasy 6 because I heard that's like the best of the 2D ones. But then I also heard Final Fantasy 9 is like one of the best. So, hi, bestie.
Hi. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you. It's a brand new shirt.
Oh, nice.
Ta-da.
Where'd you get it?
Everybody compliment her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so
nice,
it's
nice.
thrifted.
Play-Doh's Closet is great. I love Play-Doh's Closet.
Everybody compliment her, or the dog gets it.
Did you already talk to Nebula? Is that what's happening here? Are you making anything delicious tonight, Nebula?
I'm so
Nebula
hungry.
wants for dinner.
We
Let's do our
should
weekly
dance.
Nebula check.
I ended up picking up 4 pounds of carne asada, like, meat.
Yeah.
And it's
That's a
just
lot.
sitting in my fridge. And I'm like, that's gonna be real good.
Are you going to freeze it, or are you just going to let it?
No, I'm just gonna cook all
4
4
pounds?
pounds of meat. And first of all, I
That
think I
sounds
can
so
do
good,
some
though.
work. I can do some work. So like 4 pounds. I mean, I feel like I can maybe do a significant amount of damage to that before we have to put in leftovers.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, brother. I want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake, but I think you have to play the original one to really get the full experience out of the remake, so I'm waiting on that. And then I made 6 people on Arena just frustration scoop by cascading into Liliana. 2009 Magic is back, boys. Love that. Absolutely love that.
Leftovers or salad? I had a root canal this morning with a Xanax.
Ooh.
That last part's fun, but ooh.
That stinks. Aye. That stinks a lot. I ended up getting root canal and I went to Cancun to do it.
Yeah, I remember that.
Medical tourism is a real thing, and it's unbelievably good. but do a lot of research because you could also get stolen.
Yeah.
Don't do that. But if you do a lot of research, it is absolutely
Bryn's a
worth
real
it.
risk taker.
I
She didn't
do a
tell
lot
us she was
of
doing it until it was too late to go back.
So tell us when you went to get your BBL.
Yes.
The store had buy one, get one free with potatoes, so I made 6 pounds of mashed potatoes, and I have another 6 pounds of potatoes waiting.
6 pounds is great.
So you
Huh?
know,
What?
that is a good amount of potatoes. At least they're very filling, so like you won't have to shop for anyone ever again. I don't know if you're ever gonna have to go grocery shopping ever in your life.
12 pounds of potatoes is an insane
That's
amount
a lot
of
of
potatoes.
potato, man.
No part of me would see 6 pounds of mashed potatoes, buy one, get one free, and think, I gotta get in on
I
this.
can do it.
I gotta get
Don't
in.
worry, guys.
There's no way I'm not getting this. I love a BOGO as much as the next guy, but that's a little much.
But don't potatoes last for like ever? So you could keep it for like
In
3
theory,
months.
they do. My daughter loves potato soup
So
and
do
potato
I.
salad, so it'll work. All right, that's fair. French fries or crispy oven potatoes or hash browns.
It was
Oh,
just
hash
like,
There's a
browns.
lot of ways that you can use a potato. If it's
Well,
just the
with
potato.
12
No.
pounds of potato- and I'm just one guy.
No. This is also Nebula that's commenting. She's like, don't worry, you can make a souffle, a potato souffle.
It just takes 12 hours to bake.
She just said fry it, not souffle.
Okay, first off, no. You have to cut the fries and
Exhausting.
then fry it. Have you ever made French fries?
I haven't.
Oh,
Exhausting
no!
I haven't made
process.
French fries.
Truly
I made
exhausting
baked
process.
potatoes.
Yeah, she put it in an oven. So this woman is like hash browns. You see this hash browns?
You know what? To Sully's point, I think I could see myself eating 12 baked potatoes before I ate 12 pounds
There are all
of
the
They're
stuff
really
you can put
good.
on a baked potato.
1 pound potatoes in my
You
life.
make a giant pot of chili to match your 6 pounds of potato.
You know what's a great
You
life
eat
hack,
that.
by the way? Is getting a sweet potato for dessert at like restaurants.
Lost me.
What?
I
No,
don't like
it's so
sweet-
good.
I don't like sweet
That's
potatoes.
because
Don't
you're
listen
weird.
to him. I
Yeah,
love
you can
sweet
leave.
potatoes.
It's okay.
No, yeah.
Me and Sully are gonna do the rest
Don't
of the
even
show.
pay attention.
The
to
lesser of the starch.
So if you go to Texas Roadhouse, you can get the cute little. You get like the bread with the cinnamon butter.
Mhm.
It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get like whatever you want for your meal, and then you get a side of sweet potato. So you get a free appetizer of bread with the honey butter
I'm so
or
hungry.
the cinnamon butter, and then you also get dessert. It's honestly awesome. Thank you. It's so good. It's such a good dessert, and it's just
really
like,
good.
yeah, it's one of the sides, and I'm like, no, I will absolutely just have this as my dessert, and I will count it as my dessert because that is a lot. It is like a pretty hefty dessert. It's very good. It's very good.
My dessert of choice has been Luigi's Italian ice because I really miss eating ice cream, but I can't because I'm trying to eat better. But Italian ice is way lower in sugar and calories. So
What about like frozen yogurt?
if I buy it store-bought, it's about the same as ice cream anyway.
Mm.
It's a little better for you, but it's not. Like, Luigi's Italian Ice is like 5 calories total for a
That
whole
thing is
thing.
flavored ice.
Yeah, so it's like,
Oh.
it's really good. That's
We
been
go
my
to-
go-to.
We've been going to Racetrack to get their frozen yogurt with the little like dessert
The
topping
machine,
tables.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know they had frozen yogurt.
It's
That's
awesome.
like their thing.
First
yeah.
of all,
I've
it's
never
so
been
good.
inside the
They
racetrack.
have
It's a
like
lesser Wawa.
8 different types of like machine things. Is it Racetrack or Wawa?
It's Racetrack.
Racetrack.
Wawa has their whole entire food stand
Okay,
you can
yeah,
go
yeah,
to.
Mm.
Racetrack. So you go and they have all these different flavors, and then they have like a little like buffet bar. And we have a Racetrack within 7 minutes of our house, maybe. And so at like 10:30, we're like kind of getting ready for bed, and we're like, oh, I'm so tired. Would you like frozen yogurt? And I'm like, why, yes, I would like frozen yogurt. That sounds awesome.
What an amazing idea.
What an amazing idea. What an amazing idea. We go all the time because it's so good.
I destroyed some Italian ice after recovering last year. It's such a lame thing for me to get weirdly passionate about, but it has become a passion of mine at this point. I'm like, wow, this is a really slept on dessert because it's never sold out. You never have to worry about it.
Okay.
We go to Racetrack to get the kiddo a frozen Coke. So many
Oh,
other
yeah.
places have blue or red ices. It's just blue or red, but no Coke.
I do actually love frozen Cokes. Those are like my favorite. I will go to a movie so that I can get a frozen Coke because I'm like,
That's
so
more
good.
than I would have done. to make
Okay,
a French
so okay,
I
so
see.
this
This
is
is
what
the
I just
Nebula way.
want. I
I'd be
just
chopping
want-
that thing up. I fry it. Done.
I
That's-
just want everybody to know this is what I meant when I
Yeah.
said.
Do you need to do all of that?
perfect crispy French. If you want some lame, sad French fries, you can just like do whatever. But
That's what I was gonna
this
make,
is a
I
chef.
guess.
This is a chef. They
Dang.
have standards and stuff.
For French fries, peel them, cut them, soak them. I'm gone already. Lost already. Rinse
We're
them,
soaking 'em.
partial boil them in a tablespoon of vinegar and a dash of salt. Let rest for 3 minutes. Rest for 30 minutes, and fry again for 5 minutes.
I didn't even know that you needed vinegar.
I didn't think you needed 45 minutes to let these things cook. I'm not
Yeah.
doing. I'm just throwing. I'm just cutting it, rinsing it once, and then throwing it in the fryer.
It's better than McDonald's. Hold on.
Take a center.
Okay, there we go. You guys can say stuff again. I got a picture before it scrolls away.
Have you seen the tip for soaking them in a jar with other stuff then cooking them the next day? It seems counterintuitive, but they are so crunchy. Wow, these people are like... I just want everybody to know that I am normally very impressed with myself when I, like, take leftovers out of my fridge.
Yeah.
I'm like, good work, Bryn. Like,
Mhm.
dang. Sometimes
Look
I'll
at
even
you.
eat them cold, and
She
I'm like...
meal plan.
I'm like, dang. I'm getting my money's worth out of this. That's like me being very impressed with myself.
I personally, I always eat my leftovers cold. I like
That's so gross.
it's unless it's like a
That's so
soup or
nasty.
something, but like I always eat it cold because I'm like I don't care enough. It's good.
I love warm
No.
leftovers. So
You
Chris
gotta
does
warm
this
it
as
up.
well, and he likes all the leftovers cold, even the chicken wings. And you know what I
That's what
find
I do.
really creepy?
I do that.
Is that the chicken wings get goosebumps after being in the fridge, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
no,
I eat
that
it.
is a reaction. Then that they're dead. They should not be having any weird reactions.
Jada Tempest is also in Louisiana.
Huh?
What? This is a huge lore drop.
Yeah, what the
I
heck?
think this has never come up.
What the heck? Okay, wow, okay, so clearly we're in the wrong state. All this means is that you guys know what you're about, and we're in the wrong
How
state.
does that never come up?
I don't know.
I don't know how that hasn't come up, because it seems pretty important.
I'm trying to think of the last leftover that I warmed up, and I honestly can't think of it. I I get steak, I'll just eat it cold because if you microwave it, then it just cooks it to be like, to be well done in the microwave, and then I'm like I don't want to eat it anymore.
Oh, it has with AJ? Yeah, well, that's probably fair. I mean, that's probably fair, but you've known AJ for like, it's 27 years, so like,
As long as I've been alive, you've known AJ.
Right, exactly. Since before the dawn of
Since
time.
1998.
Oddly, before AJ was even born.
Yes.
Yes. AJ is actually the youngest of our UGTs.
Actually, he complains about the youth, but he is the youth. He is the youth nowadays. He doesn't know. Yeah, okay, he sold his Colby. Colby would know, yeah.
There he is.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Jeez.
Hey, Colby, how's it going? How's your evening going? Are you cooking anything? You know everything, actually. What don't you know is the better question. Did you know that Jada Tempest was from Louisiana? Or lived in Louisiana? I don't know if she's from Louisiana or not.
In my mind, Jada Tempest is still in Louisiana. He said yes.
Yes.
Congrats.
Also, how's work? Is this everything? Is this the day that has motivated you to...
Can you go
Leave.
and hook us up to the God mic that they have in every Publix?
Yes. Yes.
Can you do that?
If you work at a if you work at a grocery store and you're a UGT fan, you're not a real fan until you put us to the God mic. Especially if it's an episode of Aeons. You wait till it gets to the worst
paging
description.
and then turn it up.
When we're being tortured in a room alone, you put that thing on the overhead
Yeah, go back to
speakers.
the scene of us coming out of the torture moon.
When AJ starts describing a thing that God forgot, then that's when you put it up on the mic.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Get you on the intercom, yes!
Yes, yes, you can do it now too. We are talking about very important topics that everybody should know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let's talk about those words that you can't say in the first 5 minutes of the video.
We have gone past 5 minutes, so now it's safe.
Wait for Spider Milk talk.
Who said spider milk? Somebody go and find, not like it's specifically.
What is spider milk?
It's specific. Oh,
Wow.
it's
wearing
okay.
a shirt and you're not even a fan.
But
That's
I
You
am
can
a
also
fan.
buy the shirt. By
I'm
the way.
crazy.
actually a fan because I'm wearing the shirt. Actually, so I would like to judge both of you for not
We're
wearing
both on the
shirt.
show.
I'm wearing a NASA shirt. It's close enough.
That's really close. So Sully.
But I have a really nice green shirt on.
Okay.
And it's
you're-
complimented
And
by
it's new.
Nebula, which is a space term.
So instead of horses, there are spiders.
Okay.
On the desert
Horses
moon
don't
of
give
Karth.
milk either, by the way.
Yes. They're mammals.
Mammals
They
milk.
do, but you don't take the milk from horses.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, but they milk.
They do milk.
I guess so, theoretically. They also give a lot less milk than a lot of other creatures.
That's sad. What a hard life for a pony, huh? Aster asked if there was any milk at the desert bar, and Corey said spider milk.
Okay, now, but what I really want to know is who made it canon. Somebody at some point made it canon that you can only milk the male spiders, and that's terrifying.
Oh.
And I want to know because I can't remember.
So many bad things, and I'm just glad.
I can't remember who on the cast made it canon, but it's canon now. It's canon.
Sounds like a me bit. It truly sounds like a Corey bit.
Yep.
I think my list of suspects is that it has to have been either Corey, Logan, or Riley. Logan and Riley because they talked the most about the
I don't
spiders,
think Logan.
and Riley was the first one to milk a spider.
I don't think Logan, because Logan's hated the spider bit since we've introduced it. There's not been a point where Logan's been a fan of riding massive spiders instead of horses.
He started this. He started spider jousting.
Well,
Which then we abandoned to go, no, let's just talk about milking them.
Yeah. I always go for the more interesting of the story arcs.
I think it was you.
Spider jousting wouldn't work.
Why not?
Because,
You get on the spider.
So horses are very two-dimensional. They're very narrow. Spiders are, like, wide little, like, they have width. They have width to them. So if you were jousting, you couldn't aim your thing forward.
It'd be one on the ground, one on the ceiling.
What?
Oh, what? I like it.
Because then they can go by each other.
Yeah, okay.
Don't act like I haven't put thought into spider jousting after we introduced it like 2 months ago.
Here's the thing.
Yes, I thought about it.
I believe. Okay, Corey. So Gary said Corey started riding spiders, though. Here's the thing.
Spider
I
chess.
firmly believe that the fact that the gang that first approached us at the end of season 2,
The Night Riders.
the Night Riders who were riding spiders, I believe that was supposed to be a one-off bit. Not that every single horse in this cowboy universe.
That was the introduction to all horses.
They're all gonna be. They were supposed to all be spiders.
Yeah, this was set up in season 1 by you.
What?
Because there was a
mean?
fun fact that you had given that was there's more spiders in the universe than horses or something along those lines. Like that was a seed I planted
No.
early on.
Hold on.
I
think I have
foreshadow
list
a
of
lot in this series. It goes unrecognized, damn it!
I have a list of some of Chip's fun facts.
Do any of them ride centipedes?
Not yet.
'Cause that would be
Spoilers,
cool.
dude.
That would be super cool. And they like rear up. Like centipedes
that's
rear
true.
up. Like that would be really cool.
I would just make them slow. I'd make it so that you can, like, a lot of people can ride one,
Like a
but they'd be slow.
caravan.
It'd be like a caterpillar that like goes like that.
Yeah. Well, no, because they go
Did
like.
you find the
little-
notes? It's in her personal notes on her phone that she typed herself. I did not.
Okay, apparently I made the fun fact for Chip that after thousands of years of evolutionary advancement, spiders now gallop as a horse would.
See?
I've gotta go.
You may never recover from this, Sully. You may never recover from
Also,
this.
That was an idea I gave you because I gave you a list of ones you could have. That was one of mine. This is me foreshadowing.
Was it you?
It was me.
Because after the thousands of years of evolutionary advancement is a reference to a YouTuber I liked in high school.
Maybe you reworded it, but that's what it was. That's why I had sent you that.
Okay, so then it's not me. It was Corey again, right, guys?
I don't know. Seems like a lot. I do like the idea of scorpions because then you can have an attack spider.
Scorpions are like the motorcycles. That's like the motorcycle
except for
equivalent.
Your insurance won't cover you.
At any moment you could be stung.
Yeah, you also have the high risk of death. that
Yeah.
motorcycles
It actually
do.
makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. You accidentally get stung in the back in your back.
It's like
and
the story
you
of the
die.
scorpion and the frog.
So we need to get Valia a scorpion, not a spider.
She rides the tail.
Mm-hmm.
She surfs it.
Valia would have a motorcycle,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
I don't know. I
got
feel like
the
just having like
credits.
a stink bug would be like a really cool thing because then you just be like, don't mess with me.
That's
Don't
like when your
mess with
car is
me.
like a lemon or something.
Clementine
Or
would
just
ride
like,
that.
I don't know, it's one of those like guys that rolls up to the stop sign or stoplight or something, and then like a puff of black smoke as they roll off. That's the stink bug.
Yeah.
They're like low riders, and they're just stink, and everybody knows they're there. And
put a cat claw cover on the tip of the scorpion's tail.
Yeah, that's true. Or like a little oven mitt.
There's a lot of fun facts in here that I never even used.
You can still use them.
Oh my gosh.
There's one that just says there's a treasure hunt going on right now.
I have a riding scorpion endorsement on my license.
Who's forklift certified in the crew? I don't know.
Me. Done.
Chip
Next
for sure.
question.
I think that comes built into Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Are any of us forklift certified?
Nope. I worked at a place that had forklifts, and none of them were definitely none of them were certified.
If I was, then I wouldn't be able to tell you. I'd have to kill you first.
I have to kill you first. I kill you, then I tell you. Not like you learn it, then I have to kill you in response. It's if I consider telling you, then I have to kill you.
And then I can tell you.
Then it's fair game.
Then I can tell you. It'd be no problem. So that's probably what happened to Marius in Strange Isles, is someone wanted to tell him, so he had to die.
That's how he became undead.
That's probably what happened. It's probably what happened.
And Aeon told him a secret or whatever.
Yep.
I want it public knowledge that I want it documented that if Cammy is ever about to die, that Marius is allowed to bite her. At that point, you just roll the dice, right? Like, if you're gonna go, just see if you die to that first, right? Okay. You have to die to it.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm scared
I'm
of
pretty
Pathfinder.
sure you have to die to it.
Colby. Yeah, Colby.
Colby.
If he's still here,
very
he'll know.
important.
Oh, rules lawyer.
Oh man of knowledge, he means. Oh man of knowledge who we need your expertise in this particular moment of.
I can Google it. We have the
What if you
computer
get
right
bit
here.
after you're dead? Does it just not work?
I forgot about this guy. No, you can turn beforehand.
Oh, you have to turn beforehand?
Turning undead.
You have to die to ghoul fever to become it.
Oh.
But you can turn beforehand.
You can turn
undead, Pathfinder,
Well, that's like...
Tui.
Isn't that
You have to
also
die
like
to
a
ghoul
feat and then
fever.
Ghoul
Okay.
fever. Okay, everyone said it before you had to finish Googling. Good.
Oh, good.
Because I found the spell
But
turn
if
undead instead
you can
of
turn
the rules.
beforehand? What's that, though?
You can turn beforehand. Yeah, you can just be like bippity boppity ghoul.
Can you choose to fail ghoul fever?
Oh, we had this discussion
Oh.
actually. Is that I don't remember it, but we had this discussion, and I think it was Derp who wanted to be a ghoul in a campaign, and
My gut would say you can't choose to fail it
I
because
don't
it's
know
your
if you
immune
can.
system fighting it.
yeah, but
If you're just
if
too, like,
you
hardy.
came back with really low health, then you would have a higher chance because you would be on death's door.
You'd be weakened.
Weakened.
Yeah.
So, like, we thought about that, and we talked about it with AJ, and he was like,
Do not try and gamify.
he's like, do not do that. Because me and Derp actually thought we were kind of geniuses at that point.
That's fair.
And,
I mean, it's a good logic.
Yeah.
That's always the issue is you can't really apply too much real world logic to things,
Yeah.
otherwise the entire
Right.
system
Right.
falls apart.
Well, and we were playing Age of Ashes, which AJ was like, you have to be good players, and you guys be like
Yeah.
regular people. And then we were like, ooh, what if we were literally anything other than that? This is exciting.
I've never wanted to be evil more in my life than
I
in this
know
moment.
that literally that's exactly where my head goes. It's like, and then I was like, okay, well, I'll play the bestest good guy ever.
I don't think you have to die, but fail multiple saving throws, and if you are wounded or dead, that raises your chances.
Yeah,
Oh.
right. So we were like gonna be wounded 3, or he was gonna be like wounded 3 every night. And I was like, okay, because he was also, I think, one of the tanks, so like it worked out or something. I don't know. I did not like it at all.
There's so many
I just
conditions you can
remember-
have in Pathfinder.
I remember when Marcus we didn't know he was scheduled to become a ghoul that episode.
It's on the calendar.
But AJ told us afterwards, obviously that was his plan, because Marcus came in just slightly behind everybody else 4 strange aeons. So to give him like a special something since he wouldn't be one of the dreamers, AJ planned ahead that he would be a ghoul. And how that would affect story later on and stuff like that. But
I still don't know he's a ghoul.
Huh?
I don't think I know he's a ghoul in character.
Oh yeah, because he hasn't taken
He
off
hasn't
that
taken
hat.
off.
I saw him as Ghoul and then got mind controlled. So I was like,
I haven't
wow,
seen
you guys
him as
hate each
ghoul.
other.
And he also, like, I don't know if he's eaten anything weird in my prisons.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's all been, like, really normal stuff. So I'm just
Yeah.
like, okay. Nice. So I don't know. I may never know.
I just remember the episode where he was supposed to become a ghoul. It did get to a because it was like he just kept going after him because Marcus kept like saving all of his throat.
Of course he rolls
so he
well
just
then.
kept being like, stop it! And that's like just a
phenomenal.
player sitting there, it's just like, man, like,
He hates Marcus.
Marcus is getting his.
He did
getting
not
it
want to
handed
cast
to him.
Marcus, I guess.
Wow. I guess that makes a lot of sense.
Meanwhile,
I'd
I
never
was
really
failing
thought about it.
everything, and I'm like,
Yeah. He's like, joke's on you. I guess Cammy's the goal now. If you don't want to die.
That was the first time I used the, I can't remember what it's called. It's the one that's a reaction.
Spell.
Where, wow, thank you. It's a reaction spell, but it's that if they deal like piercing or slashing to you, then you give them bleeding.
Oh,
but the
okay.
text says that because they have the audacity to spill your blood. I can't remember what it's called, but I know that that's the first time that I used it because I was just getting tore up.
Nice.
I was thinking the other day, one of the funniest tabletop moments for me is when I was the second episode of me being on Aeons, and it was like I had a flashback of some kind, and I run upstairs where everybody is to tell them that, but I don't know what any room they're in the inn, so I'm just kicking down doors and going, oh, excuse me, and then closing it, and then once I finally found where Cammy was sleeping after she's had an intense emotional conversation, I kick the door down and go, I remember something! Gee, what did you cast? That was just like a big bug.
I hit you with my new cantrip, which is, it's the tree trunk thing or whatever, but we flavored it so that it's just Greeny's tail, like, lashes out, boom, and slams you. Because I just said I hit him.
Yeah. I just surprised you, and then your just reaction is cast a spell.
And I would.
It was that, and then also Marcus walking in later after taking a bath, and him describing himself as like the towel wrapped around, and then having it like swirled up on his head too.
Blood Vendetta is the spell. That is right.
Ugh.
Blood Vendetta. Some of the, I feel like some of the spells have like these really epic names, and then like,
Yeah, then they're nothing.
Yeah.
Like I like the idea of a lot of the spells, but some of the names are pretty intense, and I'm like, well,
We can tone it down.
maybe we don't have to be like so dramatic there.
Bryn, did you start any of the anime we talked about last week?
No, because I fell off on like Thursday, and then was trying to survive Friday and Saturday. Yesterday I was feeling better,
That's good.
and then today I feel much better. But you know, that's how that happened.
I didn't hear about that till earlier, by
Oh,
the
yeah.
way.
Well, I mean, like I fall off horses every once in a while, and sometimes I don't know. This one isn't that bad. It was like okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get like trampled or anything, so that's good. But and I didn't break anything. I just went kapla. And then like I'm just old. Have you guys realized that we're getting old?
Yeah.
Like I'm old. I was like I'm fine. I got up and I was like doo doo doo, and then the next day I was just like kappa. I was like getting out of bed and I was like, ooh, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I was about to ask if the music is too distracting at this moment, because it was very intense Wii Sport music that was playing.
Dude.
Which I guess is fitting if you're
fitting.
doing sports right now.
Totally fitting. Anyway, no, I have not. I've slept for most of the time because I didn't want to be awake.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair and valid.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. But I'm trying to convince my boyfriend. I'm like, you know what we should do? We should watch some
We should
of
fall off
these.
horses.
What?
He would not be into that.
That's crazy.
Weird. That's weird.
It's really not
That's weird.
supportive or anything.
Yeah, he kind of wants to like get on one of the horses. He's like, well, that seems fun, and I'm like, Let me find a horse first. I don't want, like, let's see here.
Must be the right horse.
Must be a good horse. We should definitely find a good horse. Because, like, I don't know. That would suck. That would suck really bad. And normally when people come and try again and get on my horse, I forget that my horses were, like, really, really... That's a lie. Don't... Why are you lying, first of all, Colby?
You should stop mid-sentence to say that Colby does not moisturize.
First of all, Colby, that's a lie.
Colby, bring your dry little cheeks over your right eye and prove it.
Yeah.
Bring your dry little cheeks over. I'm calling HR.
Anyway, so
Colby doesn't know what the word CeraVe is.
What is CeraVe?
Okay, you
I
don't
know.
moisturize.
No, I do not. Actually, recently, speaking of my boyfriend, he got me a hairdryer.
Very
And I was
nice.
like, whoa, that's convenient. Although it's super loud. I don't know why. People dry their hair every day because you know what's really loud? Hair dryers. Very loud. It's very annoying. But it's great. It does dry your hair faster.
I would love to
Yeah.
use one, but my hair's curly, so when I do it, then my hair just frizzes after
I have one
dry
of
it.
those. One of the attachments to my hair dryer is like one of those like
Diffuser things.
I don't know, probably. But I've seen commercials on Facebook for people with
Is it
curly
like
hair
a
to use.
panel and it's
Yeah.
got little sticks? That's a
Yeah.
diffuser.
Yeah, it's a diffuser.
There you go.
It's crazy that I know more about this.
Then yes, you are exactly right. It's got one of those. Do you want one? Because I haven't.
Do you want
I also need a hairdryer, so the diffuser.
Whoa! Look, okay, I've got news for you. First of all, I have a hairdryer now.
You gotta get your hair cut. It's getting long again.
Anyway, you didn't watch any anime?
No, I didn't yet. But I do want to. I'm gonna try Clifford the Friendly Horse. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is like big news. Clifford the Friendly Horse.
It's coming to town.
Maybe. He might be.
Pause afterwards.
He ended up getting sold to these girls, and they did terribly for like a year. And they never talked to me about it. I love that horse. That horse was like kind of a klutz, but he meant very well. And he was the friendly horse. He was just kind of klutzy. And so he wasn't a very good, like, real competitor. But he was good in certain divisions that are based off of, like, being pretty. And he's very pretty. And then they finally called me. They're like, you know, this horse. Do you have any, like, tips? Or something? I don't know. You have any suggestions? And I'm like, I don't know. Why don't you ride him better? And they did.
Did they like that?
Yeah. Well, honestly, they did. And then they sold him for like a huge amount of money to like a really, really high-end barn. So now Clifford is like a famous man.
Clifford.
Yeah, Clifford is living the life. He's actually a really good horse. And I was like, I didn't know that, but you know, that's cool. It's cool that he, you know, graduated and he's now his own man.
I'm proud of him. He found his way.
He did find his way. He found his own niche. Wait, we have things. You do need a diffuser, I agree. Are you sure you got a hairdryer? I don't know. I'm assuming. It's loud and it dries my hair.
I have an extra hairdryer.
If we assemble me a hairdryer, then that'd be great. We just
I
slowly build one.
will give you the diffuser I have. And then maybe it fits
And then
the
I'll give
hairdryer.
you a hair. There you go.
Yes.
Perfect.
Guys,
This
Wow,
works.
we did it.
Teamwork. I don't think hairdryers are very expensive though. Even with
No,
the
they're not.
diffuser.
not really.
They're not.
I'm gonna mail one to you.
Okay.
Give me your address.
Okay.
Um,
Right now?
I have an 8-step skincare routine.
Too many.
That's incredible. Sometimes I put on sunscreen and it's like once a year.
Sunscreen is for the beach only.
That's
No other time.
Not true.
I use sunscreen.
Only for the beach.
But okay.
I
do some things and stuff, but I kind of mix it up every now and then. I get bored.
You gotta keep it fresh.
I gotta keep it fresh.
You gotta like keep
I don't
your
know if
skin
there's
on its
anything.
toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I don't know
like-
if there's anything to like prove that is
No,
either
I mean,
a
but
good,
honestly,
like,
it probably is. So, like, if you eat the same, what is it? If you eat the same vitamins all the time, what?
Only for the beach, just white man things. I'm with Jadis. I don't use sunscreen ever, but I never go outside, so it's fine. I work behind a desk and I go home and I play an Xbox. I'm
Yeah,
fine. I'm the pinnacle of health.
You are the pinnacle of health.
And I love Italian foods.
I quite literally have a sun allergy where I break out in hives. You know who else has that? Jen. Jen also does that. Don't let the sun win. If there is a health problem,
yeah.
Jen's the most fragile woman.
I'm not shocked to find out that Jen has.
Every night she falls asleep to her 7 heart attacks.
God
or whatever.
bless her. She's got.
She is a tough cookie. That one, that is for sure. You live in Florida. 1 minute outside is like 20 hours. Yeah, it really is.
Especially those last 2 weeks.
Fair,
it's never mind. I'm not gonna talk about the weather. It's so boring. Anyway,
it's hot. I've gotten. Oh?
I can't sit. Just speaking of the sun.
Okay.
And sunbirds and things.
Okay.
Ever since. I was one time on like a boating trip, and I got just one shoulder super burnt.
Right.
Ever since that day, I cannot, for the life of me, even out the freckles on my shoulders. Okay, there's this one.
Okay.
Nothing. I don't know if anybody can see this. There's nothing there.
We can.
Okay.
Look at that.
Yeah,
There's so many over. I'm uneven.
You know what's good though is that people hardly ever look at your shoulders at the same time.
Yeah, just taking
because,
one at a time.
because I mean, you're facing one way or you're facing the other, and if you're front on, you're hardly ever looking at someone's shoulders.
It's
Logan has
a
the right
large
idea. Maybe
discrepancy.
we praise the sun. It'll
Definitely,
chill.
yeah.
We need to start worshiping the sun again. Maybe that's where our fault. We started faulting.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently, if you get heat stroke. I got heat stroke when I was like 18 or something.
Nice.
Got heat stroke. Apparently after that, you're much more susceptible to getting heat stroke.
Oh.
Which I'm like, well, that seems stupid. I thought you were supposed to like get used to things.
Your body learned it and loved that.
Yeah, they were
it's like, we gotta do that again.
That was awesome. Not awesome. But now in Ocala, they actually have an all indoor horse show. So our current horse show over at the World Fishing Center is indoors and air conditioned. So I'm like, people are like, how's it in Florida in summer? And I'm like, phenomenal. It's awesome. Like 72 degrees and air conditioned all the time. It's super cool.
And shaded.
It's so nice.
It is nice over
there. When are we allowed to talk about Sully's abacus PTSD flaring up last week?
Dude, I thought for a second that AJ was really trying to have us, like speed run the stress system again with how many check. He was just trying to get us like a couple of points up so that then he could check us for stress things in combat. But when we had so many up on the front, I was like, no. Because there was even so many times I thought about that abacus. I've spent so much of my life thinking about that abacus, I feel like. Because I would go home from an episode of Strange Aeons, and I'd be thinking about that thing all week. Like, I really would. Especially when I was teetering on the edge and we were about to go into something serious, I was like, I'm cooked. Because I thought that we had to have it for the entire 6-season series.
I'm glad you thought that, because I also thought that.
I thought for sure
I was going to make the t-shirt for Strange Aeons an abacus.
I mean, you still could. It was iconic.
He didn't want it. He was like, AJ didn't want it. He was like, no, that's just for the one season. And I'm like, no, it's like the main thing for the whole show.
Right.
He's
wrong. What?
Or like one thingy. Or
no,
like,
you
like
just
this thing.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah. He's like, it's finished. And I'm like, no, it's such an iconic, like, it's like the image you can see.
No, it
like,
totally
it's a stress
is.
system. And he was like, no, just do the weird, like, squiggly thing. So that's why we have the weird squiggly thing. I'm not sure what it is, and I'm sure it's important. But I liked the abacus.
If you want the abacus, let us know.
Let us
put
know.
It in the shop.
You should message at AJ directly and be like, no.
Don't do that.
No, do it.
No, totally do it. Totally do it.
At AJ in show discussion, we want the abacus shirt.
We want the abacus.
The shirt that I want is somebody pitched it. It might have been AJ.
We should weaponize our audience more often.
What?
I made the abacus shirt, and he said no.
It's made already. Get him in there. Go in the Discord. Get him.
I literally already made it, and then he was like, no. That's not going to be important. We're going to do a different one. I was like,
at MoveBot message AJ.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I want
you
a green
could make
shirt
our little
with his
chibi
flight
heads
glasses.
into like the little, like the
Oh, yeah,
most
the little,
stressedest one.
Yeah.
Like his little
great.
scared faces.
I want a greeny shirt.
That is exactly what I was going to say. Somebody pitched a greeny shirt in some post show. It might have been AJ. I can't remember. But he pitched specifically of the greeny move where he like T-poses and eats a planet.
Yes.
But if we could specifically have him, we want greeny like this. Like this. And his mouth unhinged. And he's swallowing like a galaxy or something.
See, I need,
really,
so
like,
you need
trippy.
to like message. You're gonna
Thank
need
you,
to
Link.
message me.
Go to work.
No,
Excellent work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Greenie with his flight glasses is also really fun.
Yeah, you just gotta miss me. I'll totally do that. I keep forgetting.
We're getting a Greenie shirt.
Yeah, the problem is that I forget in between now and then because I have to get back to my house and remember things. Yeah, no, exactly. Yes.
Gib
See, thank you. I already have. It's funny.
AJ's
I do
gonna
remember.
wonder what's going on.
Well, no, he'll know.
He'll know.
No.
And he'll know. And if he says he doesn't know, he's lying and he knows.
He definitely knows. He definitely knows.
I want to get a shirt for Squirt, but I don't know what we would make it.
I think you gotta let it cook for a little longer because once we have Squirt a couple more times, there's gonna come a time where we have like one really good bit with Squirt, and then we're gonna know that that's his shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've only seen him once so far.
Twice. He gave Doc the silencers.
Oh, he did. I forgot about that.
Monkey's Paw. He's gonna reintroduce it to the show.
But yeah, I thought that we were gonna have the advocates for the full run.
Yeah.
I used to think about it all the time because I was like, I'm already one down. And I have to make it, like, I only get one more break because the last one is just like death. And I have to make it through like 4 to 3 more books when I was thinking about it so much. It took up so much mental energy. And even when we lost it, even when we lost it, like after book 3, I still thought about it so many times, but in the break between 3 and 4, because I kept forgetting that I didn't have to worry about it anymore. And I would be sitting there and just be like, how am I gonna, like, I really want Cammy to make it all the way, like, I've come so far. Oh, I forgot that we're not doing it anymore. Like, I was so used to worrying about it.
Colby has said a lot of times, a shirt with MD looking sauces.
That would be really
on
good.
A leash.
That would be really good.
I have actually, I do have that one on the list.
That would be really good.
Let's see here.
In the papoose.
It's a pretty good team. They're a pretty good duo.
They really are. Iconic.
The dynamic duo. And that's our trademark.
And that's our thing.
Oh, we were driving back from St. Augustine yesterday to get our global entry pass or whatever, which is like, it helps with customs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Super cool.
I thought you said gullible entry pass.
I thought you said Ghoulville.
Well, clearly I mumbled that
anyways,
a lot.
what did you say?
Global entry pass.
Global?
Yes, global entry pass. And we were coming back, and there was an auto shop on the side of the road that had the Superman logo as their logo.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it was called Superloop as the shop.
They haven't found him yet.
Right
They
on.
haven't found him yet. It's like, I was like, that's just the Superman. And I was like, what the heck? How did they get away with that? That's literally.
That's crazy.
They are the most
That's
insane
crazy.
people I've ever met that think they're going to
They
get away
know
with
that they're on a timer.
In
Like,
there's no
Ocala,
way
we
there's-
used to have 2 different ones that had Superman logos and a Pink Panther fence company. Like,
Right.
and it was just, they just took the Pink Panther.
Yeah. It's crazy that hasn't been cut yet. I can't believe it hasn't been cut
There's a
yet.
farm in Ocala that did the same thing. Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'm like, you guys know that this is super, like, I can't believe it's still around.
Squirt's logo is just a Pepsi logo, but it just says Squirt underneath it.
That's really funny.
Oh.
It's got to be around here. I'm sorry. This is important to me just because I already made it.
I think Squirt is one of my greatest creations. I truly think he's one of my favorite little guys I've ever made.
You make a
And
lot of little guys.
I'm including like Jumbles in on that. Like I just love Squirt as a guy.
Dude, but Jumbles.
Yeah.
I miss
I think
the
I
little
like
ones.
doing. I
There's
think I like
something
doing.
about this time.
Is Squirt the beep beep?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's
That's
a little
not
alien. I think I just like doing his voice because it's just a really bad Butters from South Park impression, and I just really like doing that funny little voice.
I like it. That was a fun one to. Do you use the art for that one? Or no?
Yeah.
That one was cool. That one was pretty cool. Okay, I found it. It's not as good as I thought it was. But it was cool at the time.
We've got time though. It's not.
We've got
This
time.
is
Yeah,
only
we
a
can
draft.
revisit
This
it.
is only a draft.
Exactly. At some point it'll load up. Yeah. Anyways, so how's your week going? I know that Sully is in for like a big change in her life. We may actually see more of Sully, which actually we see a lot of Sully.
Yeah,
But a more energetic Sully because her soul is not being drained out of her by her workplace.
Yes. I'm gonna get a new job.
It's very exciting. It's very exciting. It's mostly exciting for us because we're her friends and we can like never. I mean, we can steal you, but I also feel guilty about doing it. I'll be like, Sully, do you want to come hang out at my house for like 3 hours? I know you have no time at all, and all the time that you hang out with me is time that you could be sleeping, which is very important to you, and you never get any.
Oh man.
So yes, this is gonna be exciting.
I'm so excited. It's
Sully's
gonna
a
be
free
so
agent.
good.
Free.
Yeah. Not a very good vibe where I was at, or just I
You
didn't
just
have
work
any
so
time.
hard.
It just
like you just work so
any
hard.
time at all.
Yeah. Well, there's different. Like it's. I feel like there's a lot of ways of working hard. Like there's working hard and being recognized, and in that point you can work really hard, and it's like not a chore.
Right.
At that point you're like, I'm accomplishing things. Man, I love like we're in the groove and we're cruising, and I love working hard and all this stuff.
Yeah.
But it only works if you feel like you're being recognized and appreciated.
If it
for
means
that. If
like
it means
compensated.
anything. It makes a huge difference. So
I'm so excited.
Sully's free.
I'm free.
yeah, which is super awesome because she was kind of there was Sully being drugged behind that car over there for like
Help
3
me.
years, and we were like,
Help me.
Oh.
like, good work, Sully.
Yeah, you can do
You're
it.
doing
I believe in
great,
you. You're doing great. Please stay alive.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
No, that's so cool.
Come to Louisiana. You can play their malevolence.
Oh.
Actually, they have a
That
lot
would be
of-
great. Oh
yeah,
my
they have a
gosh.
malevolence game they're playing. You can
That'd be
guess
crazy,
GM.
but probably exclusively for Nebula.
This is a precedent we cannot set.
It's a new part of the Patreon tier.
Sully goes to your house.
I come and I GM one session of your long-term
That would be
campaign.
so. I would. That's so cool, though.
Do not give me notes. Do not tell me what's happening.
Right,
I'll
right.
figure it
So
out.
who are you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, where are we?
But it would be cool.
Oh my gosh.
As a
that'd be so
Patreon
fun.
tier, I think Dungeons and Daddies does it, where it's like
think I've
Anthony
heard
can will DM or GM depending on the
one-shot.
system, like a one shot for like you and your friends, but it costs like $600 something like that. So
It's
Yeah.
also online.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
like, things that are online are much more reasonably doable.
Yeah.
It's difficult to have conversations online, though. Like, I know they do it, and a lot of people, like, obviously work, a lot of people do online work
Yeah.
and all that stuff, so it is doable. And I think it's getting better. The delay is getting better. It used to be where there was, like, a full half second.
Yeah.
And I do think it's getting better, so I think conversations are generally getting better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's tough to do things online.
I at one time had a full, like, very long-term D&D campaign that we were doing, just fully online, because there was a bunch of friends from college, and we had all moved to different places and stuff. And we did it on Roll20, because that's where everybody does it. And it worked pretty good, but then I do the one with my family, and I'm the only one that's online, and they're all in person. And we've done everything we can to make that work, but it's still sometimes just a nightmare, because it's like nobody can hear me.
Right.
I can't always hear what's going on with them.
Honestly, at
'cause
that
it's
point,
like the
just tell
sound
them
is
all to be
different.
online.
Yeah.
Like, at that point, like, all of you have to be online.
Yeah,
It's either
it's
all or
gotta
nothing.
be all or
Like,
nothing. It really does. And we've done everything. They set up every laptop, like my sister's, my dad's work laptop, and then my mom's personal. They set them up. And I have like a 2-shot look at the table. I have one that's just on my dad. Like, they've done everything in their power to try to make this work.
Yeah. That is really tough. It's tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
We end up, for our, like, trying to keep connected with family, we end up doing, like, weird, like, game night kind of things, but they normally end up being, like, Civ 6.
Yeah.
Or, like, something where you're just, like, sitting, like, generally there's a game going on somewhere.
Yeah.
But we're just, like, chatting the whole time. It's all a lot of fun.
The best game for that is Minecraft, and I stand by that.
Yeah, Minecraft is good. I like Minecraft a lot.
We do that with my best friend in Tennessee.
Yeah, we end up having at least I get the Minecraft thing. The thing is that because I do like Minecraft.
Yeah. It's a good. You don't have to really pay attention if you don't want to. You can just kind of hang out in the call.
I just have like a ton of weird like one of my sisters is a geophysicist, and she really just loves strategy games, and my brother loves chess.
Yeah.
And so, like, they just really like that type of game.
Yeah.
So
Civ is that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't fall far behind by being just like, click. Ooh, this is the suggestion. Click. I'll just click the suggestion. Click. Ooh, look, this is the suggestion.
I'm playing.
That's just all I do. So I'm just over here like, ooh, and I don't feel that far behind.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I mean, the games are generally like 17 hours. So in the first, we only play the first 3 over and over again. And the first 3, you don't fall behind because nobody's met each other yet. We haven't even found each other on the map.
I've never played Civ.
Oh, it's great.
I should.
Honestly, it's super. I think it's great.
I've never played it. I
Dang.
don't think I would have the patience for that game because that is like you said, a 17-hour game, and my attention span is bad.
You have. It's not like you're waiting though. You are doing things the entire time, but it's just how much effort you put in.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try. I'll always try.
Oh, it's so fun.
Guess what
I
we're gonna
love
do
the
after
game.
this?
Oh, we totally should. I've bullied my boyfriend into starting to
Wait,
play
what's it
6.
on?
Everything.
Yeah.
Generally, he plays it on. He's got a Big Mac or something. I don't know. Big Mac.
He's got a
That's
Big
what
Mac.
it's called. He's got a Mac.
He's
and
got a
so he
burger.
plays it. Yeah.
He opens up the
Honestly,
bun.
yeah, it sounds good right now. But yeah, no, he plays it on Mac. I play it on my little laptop, which is doing better now. We ended up putting more memory in, or memory or something?
RAM.
Yeah.
We're
And,
trying to fix my PC.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah. I've been trying to play Marvel Rivals with the friends.
Oh.
And I had it working pretty good yesterday in the day. In the evening, I got pretty rough again, and I tried to get on today, and it was lagging so hard. I hadn't even gotten into the lobby, and I got flagged for being AFK.
That's
I got kicked out of the
terrible.
game, and they're just like, we're gonna put something on your account if you continue to. And I was like, I didn't even. I was, because I
Do you
got
guys-
in, I was there for a couple of seconds, but I was lagging so bad I couldn't even stumble my way out of the spawn area. And that's what they do to flag if you're AFK or not, is if you can make it out.
Oh.
But I
ouch.
kept, I'd try to walk and it would be frozen. And then a couple of seconds later it would come back and there she is, just charging into the wall.
Yeah. Two things. First of all, that's how people probably think I'm lagging all the time in shooters, but that's just because of how bad I am at playing shooters. Because I'll be sprinting into a wall, throw a grenade, blow myself up, and have a kill and a death. And that's me the whole game.
It's me, I'm the kill.
Yeah, I'm the kill. And they're like, wow, okay, well, I'm in the internet connection. And I'm like, no, I'm just that bad. And I panic. And then I'm just like, which one is, I'll push the run on this little controllers, the run and the look button at the same time because I'm panicking. And so I look down and sprint at the same time. So I'm sprinting like this, and then I'm like, just press something, and then I press it and it goes, yeah, and I'm in a corner. And then it just explodes and I die.
Oh my
Anyways.
gosh.
Nobody likes to play with me. It's really unfortunate. I don't even like to play with me because it stresses me out. It stresses me out.
Oh man.
Anyways, are you guys fans of Civ? Because if this is what I hear, I'll have you know, I have a great game, and if I could get, man, it would be so
To
cool.
stream us playing Civ one day.
Man, if
We are on Twitch.tv.
Okay, I would genuinely love if we got to a place where we could stream a couple of different video games.
That would
we could have
so
them
fun.
We did Baldur's
There's
Gate.
Mario Kart now, and it's really expensive now. But we could have an old Mario Kart night.
Yeah.
Or things like that. Or if you wanted to play a spooky game during Halloween or something. Things like that would be so
That would be
fun with
super
the
cool.
group. Our group loves to play, or at least we do, AJ does. There's a couple of them, but we're really big on observation duty.
Oh, right,
That would
right,
be
right.
so fun to do with chat.
Okay, so what's really interesting about that game is I've never noticed how not observant I am until I played that game.
I mean, the new ones get so insane that it's just
Yeah.
a door hinge will change, and then that's what you have to notice on the screen. It's
scary out there.
It's Baldur's
a nightmare.
Gate, but that's not would these be mostly multiplayer games or just single players? Because it's
Stuff that we could do together, probably.
Baldur's
there's
Gate-
there's
Baldur's
other
Gate you can
reasons
do
why we
4-player
couldn't
co-op.
show
Can you?
Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
I
you
didn't know
could you could turn off the sex stuff.
Okay.
you can.
I was
you
gonna
can,
say there's
if, but also
immediate
if you're
reasons that come to my mind.
if you're
that I
playing
know
if you're playing a
about.
4-person Baldur's Gate game, then you don't really ever talk to the other characters. You're just kind of playing it with yourselves and then going
okay.
off and doing the story.
I started Baldur's Gate.
Jarvis the sex stuff.
I started
That's the
playing
immediate
Baldur's
thing I
Gate.
think of when I
Jarvis
think of
make her a
Baldur's
eunuch.
I started playing that game.
Baldur's Gate?
Yeah,
3?
and clearly did not get the point of the game.
Which is, by the way,
clearly. I didn't realize that at the time because everybody's like, "The story is amazing," and it's just
that's what they're all saying. But
and
really,
like,
they're all trying to get some of the vampire.
Yeah, and I'm like, sure, whatever, and like whatever. And then I met this like really annoying guy on the beach, and I was like, okay, have fun, idiot. And I left him there, and I just left the vampire on the beach forever. I never went to go back and pick him up. I'm like, he's a total douche. So I left him there forever, and I just never met up back up with him. And then I was like, is he like? People were like, no, he's like the most important character. And I'm like, well, I don't know how to go back and get him. So like.
From my understanding, he does seem to have the most plot out of all of the NPCs.
I don't know. I never picked him up.
Shadowheart does.
I've heard that she's a close, but he's got like a whole other arc and a bunch of stuff.
Why would anybody pick him up off the beach? He's like a total. He's like really annoying.
My friends and I have been playing a game. My friends and I have been playing a game of it where we're just like complete chaos when we play it. And we picked him up, and then there's a scene when you're like at camp at night sleeping where he'll just come up and like try to bite somebody's neck. And you have the option.
Horrible.
You have the option to like be like, "What are you doing?" And that's so much revealed that he's like a vampire. And my friend had control of him at the time. He goes, "Ew, get out of here, you freak!" And then he ran off into the bushes, completely naked, and then he was gone.
But that's like the most real reaction.
Listen.
He's just a beach boy.
Just some naked guy.
Something that we're failing to include in our decisions here, which is a vital piece of information, which is that he's hot.
Nah.
I want to get Baldur's Gate specifically for that.
You can have mine. I have not gotten very far into it, and I haven't spoiled any of the sex scenes, so like, go for it. Those are also
Bang
the Oh, dude.
See, my hot take is I hated Halson. I did not like that guy.
Every clip I've seen of him, I think he's annoying. I don't get that.
He's just self-righteous and up his own ass. Anyway, we could play if you demand Baldur's Gate, we can play Baldur's Gate. This is the point. I only keep ranking the sex scenes of Baldur's Gate.
Well, so far, 0 out of 0, I would say. I'm not a fan.
It is a crazy game for you specifically to have picked up.
Well, I started playing, like, I assumed that eventually he would, like, catch up with the party or something, because I'm like, okay, I have seen, like, posters of him, like, he's supposed to be important, and then he just never showed up, and I was like, okay.
He's also very funny. That's
Fatal
why I
Frame
like
would
him.
be
He's very
great
funny.
one.
He's a douche, but he's a funny douche. It's like a good...
Fatal Frame would be a great
voice actor is
game
incredible. I can't
for
remember
us to
his
do.
name. But he won an award.
He did.
Didn't he? I thought he won like best.
I'd love to see UGT try.
So to be fair, we would not get very far. So like we could totally try and do a really hard game and then not make it very far. That's probably what would happen.
I don't know what an extreme trial
It's
is.
just one of the hard ones. I'm guessing.
It's just like a harder.
Yeah, like you have to know all the things and be good at the game. And I'm like, well, the problem is that none of us are good at the game or know
Remember
the
what we were
things.
talking about earlier with me having a bad attention span, and that really applies to MMOs. This is the other part of it too. Is I always will lean towards a single player game before I ever play a multiplayer game. I really like Marvel Rivals, but I've never been the guy. This is always baffling to me when people just jump into a Discord call and they're not playing the same game together. They're just doing it separate things. That's not relaxing to me. I want to sit in complete utter silence. I don't get it.
I so strongly disagree with that. I don't see any point in playing a single player game.
Yeah, it takes a lot for a single player game to really capture my attention. Like I feel like it did when I was like younger. When I was younger, I could do, and I would be like so zoned in, and like I was totally there.
But I also think like I think you might understand this better than most, is that my time is very valuable. Like time is very valuable. So valuable to me. So like if I can hit 2 birds, 1 stone. Have a fun game. Also catch up with someone who I haven't seen in a while. Yeah.
Because you only have so much time to devote to whatever fun thing you choose that you're going to do.
I need to pack as many check marks off as I possibly can.
Me and Corey finished Myst.
We beat Myst a while ago. We started ripping.
We beat Myst. And we beat it pretty fast. And the thing is that I thought, because I tried to play Myst when I was a kid, and I got scared and I stopped playing it because I convinced myself. There's no people in Myst, by the way. Very important part about Myst. This is apparent to you pretty quickly into Myst, but I was younger and I had convinced myself that there was just somebody around every corner, so I scared myself so bad that I couldn't play it. But my dad was always playing Myst, and he would talk about Myst, and when he played Myst, I thought for sure that he had beaten it. But no, it turns out that we're the first people in my entire family to have beaten Myst.
Nice.
He
really
never
wasn't that
finished
hard.
it. He's tried to play it like 6 times, like I don't know, so many times. I remember him and my mom doing it together. I remember him and the family doing it together. And apparently none of those runs did they finish Myst. But we're on the second one, Riven. Yes. It's very fun. It's a good game. It holds up.
Well, I would totally, circling back, by the way, circling back, Logan, Gary, absolutely would play Civ 6. I actually should just do that in Discord and be like,
that'd be fun.
Man, if we got a whole game, so Civ, you can, I don't know what like max size of game is, but it's probably like 12 players. So like it would be so cool to just have like an actual game with like full people, because normally you play computers.
Yeah.
And you'll have like 5 people and then also like 8 computers. And
Civ
it's
is
pretty
Sid
cool.
Meier's, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
still
did.
a $60 game.
Yeah, well, it's
Wow.
so big. It's unbelievably
I've heard it's
huge.
massive.
It came
That's
out
the one thing.
9 years ago, and it's just crazy
well, like
to me.
it's so massive and it's so well made. They do updates to it all the time.
I never played Civ, but I did play Civ Meier's Pirates,
Oh yeah,
if anybody knows what that is.
I have no idea.
I had it on my iPad when I was in high school or something. And it was a fine game. There's not much to it, really. It's very, very simple. It's very mobile game-ish.
Really? Because cause Civ 6 is like
It's not what you think. Yes.
okay. Because like I'm
right. Because that was
kind of
my
an
impression
idiot.
when I downloaded it. Was like I know of Civ. I know it's
Yeah.
big,
right.
thinky, big, complicated
giant.
strategy game. And so
Giant.
I downloaded that Pirates one, and it is very, very simple.
Oh,
There's
absolutely.
like a couple of objectives that are pretty easy to accomplish. They just take a long time. And there's like a fight style, but once you figure out that you could just do one thing over, like one pattern, then everything's easy. And then you can go and this was the best part of the game. You could go and marry different like countesses or dukes or marquises' daughters, and it would give you like different sort of prestige or something, I think, in the world. But there was also no cap on how many you could. And there was also specifically, by the way, 3 tiers of prettiness. They only had 3 different character models. They would just recolor it for if it was like French, Dutch, Spanish, and something else. I can't remember. But maybe that was just the UK. I can't remember. But they would just recolor the same 3
Purchase
tiers.
Civ 6.
Hey, okay.
It's
We're
currently
going.
well, I bought it on the Xbox app.
Oh.
It's currently $5 on Xbox.
Oh, nice. You better
So
get it.
I bought that.
You better get it because it
Holy
is
cow.
so worth it. I mean, I am kind of an idiot. So the game is very difficult for me, but they have recommendations for like literally everything. There's a mobile game. This totally reminds me. There was a mobile game that, you know, on those Facebook ads, and you're like, don't stop and watch this one because it'll change your algorithm.
Yeah.
And like, don't do it. But
Yep.
some of them are like, it'll be like this, like peasant girl walks in and she
Yes.
marries a guy,
Yes.
and then there's like a choice.
Yes.
It's like do the thing or not do the thing, and then
Yeah.
he goes with a different woman, and then like all these
Right.
things.
And now
then
you're
there's a
invested.
Emperor
baby.
has had you have the Emperor's baby.
And now,
You-
and now the baby's ugly or
Yes,
something.
yes,
and
that's
I'm
something
like,
else.
what?
I downloaded one of those before.
And I've never
I couldn't
downloaded it.
stand it.
Yeah, I've never downloaded it, but I always watch
I've done
like
it.
the full trailer
Yeah.
because I'm always so
I'm gripped.
Well, and normally it's like terrible.
Oh yeah.
Like the storyline is just horrendous, and
Or,
it's like so it's like sexist.
Yes.
and
Oh, terrible.
Horribly old.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
makeover
And
ones that are
horrible.
like that?
Yes.
They'll be like, she's so ugly, she can never have him.
And
Look at her.
she
And she's got a
hasn't
bunch of hairy
shaved.
moles, and her armpit hair goes down to the
Yeah.
floor.
And then it's like, do you want to blow dry her or do you want to
Yes,
shave her head? And I'm like, who would pick the shave your head? Who would do it?
For me, it's the ones where it's like somebody's shooting like in a line, and they have to go through like the times multipliers or like the gun, and it's like they
Yes.
always do the wrong ones, and it kills me.
Yeah, I'm like, why would you go
I
that
got
way?
so mad about because that's what they do is that they play them
do
so
it.
bad
That's
to
You're
make
like,
you
I
want to
could do
download
it better.
But it worked. I did it one time. I got so mad about it. I was like, I just did it. I downloaded it and I played a couple levels and I was like, that's how you do it.
There's
Did
a
you like it?
No, I deleted it. It was
there's a
terrible.
game there's a game that's just called like you can play those games, and it's just a collection of games that are all of those commercials and stuff, but you can actually play them, like how they look in the ads and stuff.
A collection of them I would actually probably keep on my phone. That's funny.
It's funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what would be great is to actually do a choose your story game on stream.
Like a dating
Like our
sim.
book?
Yeah, we've talked about that. Doing a
I think
dating
we talked
sim.
about it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so. Well,
That'd
they
be so
just
fun.
released the new dating sim,
What is it?
Date Everything. Have you heard
Oh.
about this?
Oh yeah.
It's the whole bit is that you're just a guy alone in your house or something.
And
you can point to different objects, and if you hold down your special little button, it'll turn into a person you can date. Like you'll go to like the coat hangers in your closet and be like that, and then suddenly
aren't
it'll be
we
like a
playing
boy
this?
band.
one of them is like
Wait,
dirty laundry.
Why are
Yes.
we not playing this
It's
game?
so fun. Well,
Right
and
now.
on top of it, it's got like 50 plus award-winning voice actors or something, right?
Yeah, why are we not playing
It's like
this
Brennan
game?
Lee Mulligan is in it.
Yeah, see? We should
what's his
totally-
face?
The guy,
is
the guy
awesome.
Blizzardarian's in it.
Oh, is he? I didn't even know he was in it.
We should totally play this game. This sounds awesome.
It's like every.
We gotta make sure that this PC can handle games. I don't know what this PC can and can't handle.
Probably nothing. I'll have you know. With
Who is
OBS,
that?
This is Doug.
probably
Doug? What do
with
you think he
OBS,
is?
nothing. A door handle.
Oh, he might be the door handle.
Is your overwhelming sense of existential dread?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
It's your personified sense of existential
Oh,
dread.
okay.
Oh, I thought it was a door handle.
I have seen
This one's
somebody
Emily
keep
Axford.
pointing at the door, and it spawns in the same door guy, but it's the back door. He just spawns in, and he's facing this way. And he won't turn around.
Oh, that's amazing.
Is
I love
Dreamlight
it.
Valley the Disney one?
Yes, it is.
That's
It reminds
that's
me
like Animal Crossing Disney, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. That's my understanding. I haven't played it, but that's my understanding.
All right, so our potential games:
Civ 6.
Civ 6,
Civ 6.
Baldur's Gate, maybe.
I
Date
haven't
Everything.
gotten very far in that one, so it would be fresh.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Date Everything. Nebula said Fatal Frame earlier. I think that's a banger choice. That's a horror game where you're
Not
just
the dad. Oh,
Daddy
my God.
dating sim.
Do you remember
Yes!
the daddy
Yes,
dating
Game Grumps
sim?
made it. I remember that.
Put it on
I was
the
there when
list.
they were developing it.
Put it on the
Oh
list.
my gosh.
It sounds great. I have no idea.
Daddy dating sim. You're
Yes.
just a dad dating hot dads.
Yes.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome. I'm totally down for that.
Oh, what would be even better is that if
Minecraft
we
server.
do like some of these ones where they're like where it's like a novel. What do you call that? A novel that you play through.
Yeah, the
They-
anime
like, the people talk
anime
about
ones. Yeah.
I thought that there was a name for
Visual
that genre.
novel.
Visual novel.
Yeah.
We could get a bunch of people and then we'll all be the little parts.
We could play
We'll read
Danganronpa.
them for each other.
We could just
But
play
what if we
Danganronpa.
like reject one of us?
That is
then
how
that'd
we
be
played
so
Danganronpa.
sad.
We were playing it and I would read all the girls and Corey would read all the boys.
Ooh.
Listen to that reaction.
Now hold on, to be fair, because we did start playing it before we were dating.
Did we?
Yes, bro.
And we still haven't
Barely,
beaten it. We still
but-
haven't beaten it.
We haven't beaten it. We need to go back.
We won't.
We won't.
We won't.
Yeah.
No, but I was doing so
We
good.
start a Minecraft server,
Oh yeah.
but that's open to the fans. Like anyone could join that.
Oh, we could do that.
That's kind of dangerous, but sure.
Well, you have to.
I like
people
you
do
living
it,
life
but
on
they'll
the
put
edge.
like restrictions or something. They'll give you like, this is your plot of land.
No, we're not doing that. We're doing an SMP.
I need a security system.
Build it.
no,
That's the game.
I only know how to make very nice houses. That's it.
I normally, my Minecraft experience is mostly in creative mode because I really panic once the like little pokey thing, the exploding bombs come after
Creepers?
you.
I hate the
There you
creep.
go.
They scare me.
I know they scare me.
The
And
pokey
They
so,
scare me. The
Exploding.
Endermen genuinely scare me.
they really do.
Mhm.
They'll like don't look at them, and I'm like, I'm not looking at them so hard, and I'll
Yeah.
just turn off the game.
People are so chill. They actually. They
Oh, we
really,
play
they're
Five Nights at
very
Freddy's.
scary.
I would definitely
We should play
not.
Lethal Company. Hey, you stop that.
Lethal Company.
Dude, we were playing Lethal Company, and it was like in my first night of playing it, and AJ and Corey left me behind, and I got so scared.
That's so
I'll
rude.
never forget it. We were in like
That
a
does
cave
sound like them,
system.
We died. We didn't just leave you behind, we died.
They died. Well, there was a different time. Those are two different occasions. There was a time where they just died, and I was in a cave, and I've also hardly ever played any games like that would be on a PC. I mostly just watched stuff because I didn't have any of the game systems growing up. So I'm sitting there, I'm doing my things. I find a bunch of items in this cave, and I'm like, this is great. And I'm like, oh, I can't carry all this. And I called out, I was just like, hey guys, I found this gear. Can somebody come help pick it up? And I hear my little voice echo because it does that when you're in the cave.
Nice.
And nobody responds for a very long time. And so I pull out my little walkie-talkie. I was like, no problem. They just walked away. And I was like, hey guys, can you come back? And nothing. And I start getting really scared because it's like really dark, and then you have a battery on your flashlight, and I immediately realized that I don't really know how to get out. I was just following them.
No.
And then I was like, guys, if you're alive, can you say something really quick? Because I'm really scared. And they didn't say anything. And then I go, oh no.
Oh no.
My favorite is we were all dead and spectating Sully, and then in a cave quietly alone, she goes, oh, it's scary when you're alone.
I saw the first monster I saw. I screamed and I ran straight towards it because I just wanted it to be over. I was so scared. But there was a different time where I just got left behind. I was supposed to be following AJ. He was supposed to stay with me. And then so we got separate. He ran ahead. And everybody else was alive. They were on the ship. And I kept trying to figure out a way out. My flashlight died, so it's pitch black. I can't see anything. And I didn't have a walkie-talkie. And the thing is that because there was a pit with me, and there were many times that I was just considering, I was just like, maybe I should just jump in. And I should just
end it.
I should just end it. But then I was like, well, what if they're mad at me because I'm the only one who's left alive somehow, and I was supposed to try and get out, and so I kept trying to get out, and I was like walking in a circle. And then I got a notification that they were leaving the planet without me.
Wow, that's rude. They're
I'll
rude.
never forget.
You guys are rude dudes.
It's funny.
Rude dudes.
I was not.
It's funny.
Unbelievable.
It
Unbelievable.
is very scary when you're alone in that game.
So if there's a video game you want us to play, let us know. And also don't forget to tag AJ in Discord. Say
Yeah.
Abacus.
Hey, Abacus.
Say
Resident
at
Evil
AJ.
4.
Resident Evil 4 would be fun. But I feel like
I don't do scary games. I really get very scared. I am like...
That's why
you have to be here.
No.
That's why you have to
I don't
play.
think you're gonna
realize-
play Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I don't think you guys realize that I actually get scared though.
Oh,
and
that's
then I'm just like, nope, click, and then I leave because I get so
we'll have you
scared.
sit here, and then we'll play a scary game so you
Yeah.
can't leave. And you have to be here.
I have you know I could take all of you down. I will fight.
When that adrenaline hits,
That's okay. That's okay.
I
If
will
we do
fight.
Lethal Company, we'll stay together.
Yeah, you say that. But what if one of us gets lost? You're like, yeah, we just got lost. And then I'm stuck there and I'm like, click.
Bryn disconnected.
That's
She's left
crazy.
the planet. But on different terms. On different terms. I don't watch scary movies. I don't play scary games. I get like super scared. And then I'm like scared for the next 3 weeks.
This is
3 weeks.
This is a completely different topic. I just remembered. I forgot to tell you about this. When Sully was at Disney with her family, and she texts me, "What animal do you think I am?" My family says I'll be a rabbit, and then I send her the image of the monkey from Godzilla. Yes! She just in all caps goes, "No!"
But wait, whoa, why not? It's so good though. No, I thought you were playing that monkey. I was like, well, you're holding out on us, Sully. Oh.
I was like, "This is the cleanest layup she's ever given."
No!
She's given me the perfect opportunity for the dunk.
Well, at first you sent it was like an AVID file. I've
Yeah, it was
never
a
even
really
seen
weird
that
file.
file type. I couldn't even open it.
Well, I just wish that movie had been, we had like filmed ourselves watching it, because like I just can only
It'll never be as
imagine-
funny as the first time.
Yeah, I can only imagine Corey sitting in the middle. I'll be like, it's so oh my gosh.
And me on the other
Sully's
side
in
being
the-
like, what is she saying?
You're like, that monkey is so annoying.
You like hated this monkey. And Brandon said, this monkey is Sully.
It was so cute and it was like so innocent. And like it's like friends just like threw it out front because they're like, no, it can handle itself.
Like
That
once a
monkey-
week I think about Kong picking it up and throwing it. They'll like throw and then there's like the bounce off of the guy
But
too.
who's the real winner in that movie? It was that
Me.
monkey.
Oh.
It was the monkey. The monkey was the real winner in that movie.
I was gonna say me because I convinced you all to go see it with me and I watched
That's
Godzilla.
I don't remember, like, hardly anything else. that
Sounds like we
happened
gotta
in that
rewatch it.
movie. Like,
Yeah,
not
maybe
the
we should
plot
rewatch
was clearly not important.
I remember a lot of things from that
Or, like,
movie
the-
where I was like,
That was the one where they
Like,
really
there's-
ripped the bandage off the most. Like they were very like it don't matter anymore.
Yeah.
King
Yeah,
of the
I was
Monsters,
like-
they tried to have it a bit, but it's gone.
I got
like the
really, it started and I was like, okay, I'm following.
There's a
it's
dentist.
cool.
Or was he just a doctor?
There's
He
the
was
guy who
fixing his
cared
teeth at
for
some point.
Kong, who had the
Yeah.
Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah.
And they had like
And
sci-fi
it seemed like they were
ships.
setting up a romance, and they didn't.
Well, the
And then
romance
the
was
kid
because
weird.
Godzilla and
The
Kong
kid- It
kissed.
was a kid weird.
Oh.
It was a weird time. in
Yeah.
the kid's
There was the
life.
kid
Well, there's
who
always
could
a-
speak to Kong.
Yeah.
All these movies
Yeah.
always have some human who can speak to one
Right.
of them for some
And
reason.
And I heard there's like one clip where like is it actually her mother? Or was it just her guardian or older sister or something? But there's a clip where she's just like, I don't know. Because they find some group of people
Yeah,
who
they
also
just
can
leave.
speak to Kong.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
good luck.
And there's like a
idiot.
clip where she's like, I don't know, maybe I should leave here. She's celebrating her culture. And then
Yeah.
it just cuts to a clip with a little girl and she's just got a ribbon wand. And she's just kind
And then they just leave
of
her
going
there.
ham with it. And I was like, okay.
Milliford Robert Brown.
And then there was like a giant moth. And I was
Mothra?
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mothra wasn't
okay.
there for that one.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
because
totally was.
did they worship the
Yeah.
Mothra?
They
Was it-
worship Mothra.
Yeah.
No,
right?
yeah, it showed up. And I was just like,
Was it her cocoon?
yeah, it totally showed up.
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah.
teasing that she's coming back. That's
Yeah,
what
it was just like at the end they were just like, and here's a moth. And I was
Yeah.
like,
Well,
Love
and shockingly
Mothra.
little
Godzilla's
details.
Little
actually.
wife is Mothra.
Shockingly
Oh,
little details
weird-
about the whole
weird
culture that can
bedroom
speak
life.
to Kong and worships Mothra.
Dude, there's a
They
whole
were just,
culture.
like, there.
There's a whole culture that can speak to Mothra, but only via song. And they're women that are literally this big. There's two women this big. They are not the rest of the culture.
And
The,
that's
the
the
rest of the
culture.
island is not this big. Just them, and they can speak to her. And they sing on the news, and then they speak, and then they sing to the Mothra, and she attacks.
huh, okay. Well, there is a whole culture that devotes their life to Godzilla as well, and he's currently sitting next to us. So I mean, such is life.
She's talking about you.
I love Godzilla. Which genre summons the moth? I don't. It's like weird. It's weird. It's just two tiny women that sing in a nice little Japanese song as they have overlays of their face at like 50% opacity in the sky, and then Mothra just kind of appears.
I feel like we should do that when we go to Japan.
Sing the Mothra song.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Let's see what happens.
At 50% opacity in the sky,
Dude, I'm so stoked to go see that Godzilla statue in Tokyo.
right?
That's my best friend up there.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. You're gonna get arrested for trying to steal a statue. And
climbing in
it's
his
gonna be
mouth.
like an entire giant statue. You're gonna be like, that's mine.
I gotta go. That's actually mine.
Yeah, that's mine actually. I'm going to
Thank you
take
guys for
with
holding
me.
it.
I'll be like, super, okay, how much is it to ship it back?
This can't cost that much, right?
Yeah, I said like, first of all,
Do tariffs apply to this or
yeah,
no?
Probably not. Probably not. It's a national treasure.
Yeah.
We want it here. So tariffs
This is our new Statue of Liberty.
right.
What is
Can
your
you imagine?
favorite bad movie? Like objectively, like
Okay.
it's like not good, but it's
First
so
of all,
bad that it's good.
You are talking to the right person.
Yeah.
Because I
His favorite
exclusively
franchise is Fast and Furious.
I'll have you know. Okay, I stopped watching after 6. Fast and Furious because like everyone has their limits.
It's crazy that there's that many.
There's 10.
like 10.
There's 10?
Yeah.
There's gonna be an 11th.
Yeah. So like first
There's
of all,
more than Star
How
Wars.
much
Yeah.
faster and furiouser can you
it goes insane apparently, and I was like, okay, that's enough.
7 has the anime fight with 2 giant wrenches instead of swords.
Oh my
Really?
gosh.
Yeah, Vin Diesel, and then
Okay,
whoever
well,
the villain
maybe
is,
I
that
should
is.
I guess we gotta watch 7.
Wait a
They
minute.
got like a full anime fight with just
Really?
like wrenches.
I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
Interesting.
Maybe I stopped too soon. Love Fast and Furious franchise. It's great. I'm pretty sure I'm not a very emotional person. I really am not. Not very emotional. I was so depressed coming out of the Universal ride, the Fast and Furious ride. I nearly cried.
Yeah.
I love that ride.
I nearly cried.
That ride's so good.
I am
bad.
not an emotional person. And
You can't say it's bad. You've been on it.
But I know it's bad.
It's so bad.
It's so good.
It's
Logan,
so
tell him how
bad.
good it is.
It's so bad. I nearly cried. I was so and the lead in is great.
Mhm.
The line is so good. They have all of the like the paraphernalia. They've got the cars. They've got the cool setup. They've got it like
They got the
themed
grill.
and everything. It's super cool.
And then you ride in
And
a
then
bus.
you ride in the bus. And they're like, La Familia, you're part of the Familia now. And I'm like, no.
No, I'm not.
No. You can't just say that. Yeah, Fast 7 to our anime. That's true. It is an anime. Now it has anime fights. I should watch that. Anyway, so the Fast and Furious franchise, awesome. Death Race franchise, amazing. I don't know if those are considered bad, but probably.
They're classics. They're like classic muscle
Are they?
muscle
I mean, yeah.
car movies.
Yeah. I just like fast cars and hot guys. Big guns.
Right on.
All about it.
Thank you.
Great.
Hell yeah.
Big guns, fast cars, hot guys. All about it.
Think of like some other things.
I think Hot Rod is not an amazing movie, but it is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
This one's supposed to be like a parody, but it's a Halloween movie. And it's got clowns.
you know
Killer
what?
Clowns from Outer Space.
Yes, I love that movie.
I don't think I've seen
That's
that.
like a horror movie. That's not like supposed to be a parody. It's funny, but it's like a
It
horror
is.
comedy.
It's so bad that is probably my pinnacle. So bad that you've never seen it.
It's so
Gosh,
good.
it's so goofy. It's so funny.
You know what?
That's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. It was so funny.
So this is not fair in this category because I think it's actually a phenomenal movie. But I think all these movies are phenomenal movies. Is The Other Guys with Will Ferrell
Oh, I love that
and
movie.
that.
And Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg.
Yeah, it's got the
That
scene with
was-
The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, they just jump over. But no, like the one with his wife, with Will Ferrell's wife, where he's like, oh, this, and he's like, it's the most
Oh,
amazing.
it's like she's like a
scene.
super hot
She's
woman.
so hot, and she's like, oh, this old lady, this old bag, or
What's her
whatever.
name?
It's phenomenal.
Oh my
it's
God.
such a good. All of the women relentlessly.
Ava Mendes. That's
Ava
who it
Mendes
was, yeah.
is his wife, and he like hides her in a closet basically because he's like, oh, she's so ugly, and it's clearly obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all of the women in the whole movie are like all over Will Ferrell the whole time, and nobody says anything about it except for Wahlberg, who's like, what? Why do you have all these incredibly hot women all over you all the time?
So funny.
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was so good.
The bit of The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson jumping off the
Yeah,
building
right.
and then them being like, there's not even an awning here.
Yeah, like,
They just jumped.
yeah, right.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's such a good movie.
Hot Rod has one of my favorite jokes of it's Andy Samberg and I forget her name. The love interest of the movie. They're just doing like kung fu moves outside as just like calming. And
Yeah.
he goes, "Is there a move in kung fu that can make somebody crap their pants immediately?" And she's like, "I'm not going to teach you that move." And he goes, "Okay, so it is there, but you just don't
So
want to
there
tell
is.
me." And then they like rode together on a moped, and she just goes up and just hits him all over the place. And he goes, "Oh." It didn't work. And she's like, "I told you." And she's like, "No, you didn't." He goes, "It didn't work." And then he starts waddling away. And he goes, "I want to go home." And she's like, "Do you want to ride?" And he's like, "No, I'm good."
Yeah, I like it. I
That's
like
so funny.
Hot Rod is because it's the Lonely Island guys. Like right before Lonely Island blew up. It's so funny.
That's so funny.
it. What other bad?
Oh, I loved, and this is bad. This one's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But this one's a little bit of a parody. It was supposed to be bad. But Teen Beach Movie.
I don't know if I saw that one.
It was a Disney Channel original movie, and it's almost like it's a parody of Grease, right?
Is this a time travel one?
They travel into a movie that is that is set in
okay.
like the 50s, 60s or something. So it's sort of like a time travel movie. That movie is so funny. And it's not because of the lines that they wrote. It's not because they're trying to be, but it is funny. I did love that one as a bad movie, good movie. But it's not as good as The Killer Clowns. That's probably my top one.
I'm really trying to think. I'm like,
If,
man,
like,
I know
other-
a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I have a ton of these,
All the
but
bad,
I consider them all excellent. So like,
Well,
I
right,
don't know if
they
they're
turn into good
actually
movies.
excellent.
all
They're a good
the
time.
bad movies I've seen have been turned good because I laughed at them with friends.
Yeah.
Like there was
Right.
like Amazon for a long time when Slender Man was big, just had so many like independent movies made that are just parodying Slender Man,
Yeah.
and those were hilarious just because of like how many there were and how horrible they were.
Yeah.
That's like those stupid Hallmark movies.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're,
Yes.
I don't like those, but there's so many of them
Mhm.
My
that it's
grandma
like
loves those.
unbelievable.
With the terrible acting and like
well,
the,
and like the
terrible
storylines. That you're
storylines.
like, what? How did we get here? What happened?
Xenon, the girl of the 21st century. So I got the name Nebula.
Oh my gosh!
I have a friend who named her cat after that. Just named her Xenon. It's an insane name.
That's so fun.
Another Disney Channel original movie.
Gotcha. So I didn't have, the gaming shows that you were doing. I don't have any of the gaming things. I also don't have any of the TV either. So I'm a little limited. We watched a ton of Bond movies, and the
There's a lot of bad Bond movies.
yeah, that's true. But they were also good. Like, so I guess those
Yeah.
fit. I liked a lot of those. And then
Did Idris Elba ever actually play Bond, or did everybody just keep saying that he was going to?
Everyone wanted him to, but I don't think he ever wanted to.
Okay.
And
I was
now
talking about this with
Amazon
my
owns
dad
him.
the other day, and I couldn't remember.
And now Amazon owns James Bond.
Because I remember, like, for a long time, it's like, Idris Elba's going to be James Bond. But it just occurred to me that I don't think that was ever true.
It was, people really wanted him to play it, but he never
He would've
did.
been great.
And then there was a woman that people really wanted to play James Bond.
Who?
But I don't know. But then that didn't go through. And now Amazon owns Bond, so nobody really knows what's gonna happen with that. There's a James Bond game coming out, and James Bond has like a baby face. It looks fine.
It came up because my dad said that if they ever made a biopic of his life, he hoped that Idris Elba would play him.
really good.
Inexplicably, Idris Elba would play him.
It's a good bit.
who would play you if you had like a? I guess
Idris Elba.
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. I don't know who would play me.
I don't know who looks like me. So like, Henry Cavill is like a supposed Bond.
Emma Stone.
I thought
Henry
you were
Cavill
going
would
to
be
say
bad.
Henry Cavill for your biopic.
Yeah, no.
I was like,
I'm not that confident.
that's bold. That's bold. That would like even just for like I feel like picking someone. I would want to pick one of the comedy reliefs because then it just gives like the certain feel of who I think I am.
Yeah.
Which is like the comedy relief character somewhere over on the side. That's probably who.
I think
like,
I would want Emma Stone.
The most arrogant
You
I would
probably,
get.
yeah, she'd be
I
great.
think
Yeah.
Emma
She'd
Stone
be
would
great.
work.
Mine. Who's the guy from 7 Things I Hate About You and played the Joker that died?
Oh, Heath Ledger.
Yes.
Heath Ledger. I think he could have
Yeah,
played me. Like a
yeah,
younger
yeah,
him
yeah,
could have
yeah.
played me.
Mhm, I feel that.
He
a
also
lot.
has the hair. Like he has my
Yeah,
same
I feel
hair.
a lot. I feel that actually that's
I
a
see
great
that.
one.
That's
I
a
see
good
that one.
pick.
That's a good one. Because also
That is
like
a
a
good
little bit on the
Mm-hmm.
what is it? The fatalistic side?
Pessimistic?
Pessimistic. There you go.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's just kind of fatter. I was like,
What?
damn.
Whoa!
I was like, I'm fine.
No, whoa! No, like a little bit on like the darker, like the very funny, but also like not like a woo, let's go happy go lucky, which is not Heath Ledger. So like, I think it would work out
I'm
quite
trying
well.
to
Out
think
of
of one
what
for
from
you.
Squid about Give Abacus. Everybody go tag.
Do
Everybody
it
go
now.
retake.
Yeah.
We know he's in there. Go tag him saying give the abacus.
Yeah.
Give abacus.
Give abacus.
Give abacus.
Don't let him fight back.
The guy from The Flash who played Cisco.
I didn't see this. Who's that?
Cisco.
The Flash Cisco actor.
Is this gonna pull up something weird? Cause like
No, he's definitely Hispanic though. His name's Carlos Valdez. So
what?
I mean, the character Cisco is a nerdy kind of character, so Cisco kind of acts like me a bit.
He's cute.
That's what he looks like in the show for the most part.
What?
That's just like me for real.
I don't know.
I don't know anything
I
about
think
the actor,
Heath
so I
Ledger's
can't say
great.
anything.
I think Heath Ledger would be really good.
I have no idea if the.
Yeah, I don't
I have
know.
no idea what kind of
Well,
character
hang on.
he
Let me
is.
pull it up so the chat can see because I don't have it so the chat
Okay.
I
can
have
see.
no
it.
idea what
Okay.
kind of character he plays, so
Let's
I really
see
have no
here.
idea. I would need
Now they
because
can
the
see.
comedy is a big part of it. I would
Yeah.
need to, yeah.
This is the guy that played Cisco.
Apparently, wait, was he also in Hades Town? Scroll down.
Which one? Where? This one?
There. Yeah, that's Orpheus.
Wow.
Hey, that
Huh.
was cool to me.
Okay, hang on. Heath Ledger. Just so we can all be on the same page.
Right.
This is the last one for me.
I think it'd be good. I think
He's got
it'd
my
be good.
nose, kinda. Like that's
Yeah.
like there's similar enough features in there that this is definitely the Hollywood take of Corey.
Yeah, I agree.
The
I
hair
agree.
again.
I get
That's
it.
my hair.
Yeah.
Okay, then Emma Stone.
I think the Cisco. I see where we're going with the Cisco.
Yeah.
one.
I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I just
I don't think it's a good pick.
Okay.
I feel like okay.
This is Sully. This is Sully right
Unless
here.
somebody has a better suggestion, that's my first. That's my initial.
What's the
thought.
girl from Stranger Things?
No. What's the
Sadie
girl?
Sink?
Yeah.
What's the girl that dies in Bridge to Terabithia?
I didn't see the movie.
It
Spoilers.
was
I read the
devastating.
book and I didn't know.
It-
Bridge.
I didn't know.
I didn't know
and-
going to watch the movie, and I was devastated. Oh my
For Robert
gosh.
Brown.
That's to play me.
Zoe Deschanel's
Yeah,
in that
'cause
movie?
she has like a little bit of a similar.
I don't know the girl's name to be able to pick her out of these line of
Yeah, I don't
actresses.
know.
Is
It's
this
gotta
her?
be her. It's a
This
little
must
girl.
be her. You look young.
No, they look quite different.
Wait,
though.
what about
Because she has
What's
like
her
kind of
name
a
in that?
similar air of like.
Maybelle? Is the girl, isn't it?
I couldn't. I read Bridge to Terabithia
Like just look
so
at that.
long
Look at
ago.
the cover screen. Or look at at the top.
Oh, I was just gonna go to the
Okay, whatever.
There.
Bridge.
her.
Maybe not. No, the girl.
This one.
Yeah,
Who is that?
Who are
Yeah,
you?
who are
D23.
maybe not. I don't
Hang
know.
on, we're on to Wikipedia.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Cass.
maybe.
Anna Sophia Robb.
Maybe not.
She looks very different now.
She does look very different.
I
now.
know that name. What do I know her from?
She's in Soul Surfer. And is this fun
Oh,
for
I
everybody?
do
Would you
remember
Google
them.
things? Rebel Ridge, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. She was
Oh,
in Charlie and the
right,
Chocolate
right,
Factory. Oh, she's the
right. Yeah,
blueberry
they-
girl.
No.
Oh my god.
Was she? Oh yeah, she was. She was.
Wait.
She was. Yeah.
Yeah, she was
She
on
was.
Jumper. Everybody knows and remembers Jumper.
I remember Race to Witch Mountain.
Or Because of Winn-Dixie.
Yeah,
I see
this
it.
is the her that I was remembering
Yes.
that I thought could look very similar.
I see it.
Logan said Millie Bobby Brown. Or Milliford Robert Brown.
Yeah, search Milford.
Jumper was a movie that did exist, and that's about as much as it will remain in the zeitgeist.
Millie Bobby Brown is a fantastic actress, but I don't think I look like her. But I famously can't really like. I couldn't pick out
Nah,
a
she don't
lookalike
look
for
like you.
myself.
I mean,
But
Look
she's
at
an
this
amazing actress.
obvious 12-year-old. Look,
Yeah.
look at this person who's so clearly a 12-year-old. Alright, for Bryn.
For Sully, Deborah Ann Wall.
Deborah Ann Wool.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
you know what? I
Yeah.
can
Do
see
you know
it.
who is that?
I'll pull her up. Felicity Day. Deborah Ann Wool's, she's the, she's from Karen from Daredevil, and she's also in a bunch of Critical Role stuff.
Maybe.
Oh, I see it.
I can.
I get what we're cooking here.
It's a bad
Oh,
photo of her.
that, what? I think that's a. Oh, okay. I like that. I thought that one
This
looked
one?
more like Sully.
I think,
Hey.
oh no, it's more her neck looks
Let me-
weird in this photo, which is,
Oh. Let
me
that's the part.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or Felicity Day.
Felicity
Yeah,
Day,
this
yeah.
I don't even know these people. I need to like know these
Gosh,
things.
I don't know.
Felicia
yeah, I
Day.
don't know. Jennifer Lawrence for Bryn is a great pick. Jennifer Lawrence for Bryn is a great pick.
This is Felicia Day. Then we'll also look
Wait,
at.
she's
in Supernatural.
no, she's in. I mean, she may be.
She is.
But she's
She's in.
when the writer's
Dr.
strike was
Horrible
happening.
Sing-Along
Yes.
Vlog.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
This would be if you were like 40 though.
Yeah, I don't know what she looked like when
There
she
was
was
a Dragon
younger.
Age. What?
Whoa.
Dragon Age Redemption.
Redemption. We're not googling this.
Yeah,
We're moving
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Jennifer
maybe if you were like
Lawrence.
40, I would agree.
I
with
see
that.
Jennifer Lawrence. That's a great pick.
It helps if I spell correctly. There she is. That's
Mhm.
Bryn.
I think that's a great pick.
That could work.
Yeah, this is a
And she's
Hollywood
really
brain.
funny.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Mhm.
I'd be okay with that.
That's Bryn.
Yep.
That's Bryn. Right
That's
there.
right there.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, that's a
I think
really
it's
good
fine.
pick.
I think that works.
I'm
got
being
the right
careful,
humor
Logan.
style.
We're Googling actresses. We're fine for now.
Yeah.
I'm not going any deeper. And she's a horse girl, too.
Is she really?
Oh, is she?
Is she?
Well, and she's got a good, like,
Let's Google Jennifer Lawrence horse.
Equestrian.
wait, now you're playing with
now
it.
they cannot see what we're looking
Well,
at.
she's got a
again.
good, like, deadpan comedy, too, which I feel like would work.
I'm looking at her Wikipedia and I'm going to search the word horse.
You know
Owned a
what?
horse farm
Horse
and when
girl.
she was a child.
Huh.
And owned a horse named Muffin. There's actually a lot of horse in her
Whoa.
Wikipedia.
Wow.
5 specifically.
Wow. Sweet.
We're back to the. Imagine me at 10 years old just waving the Wii stick while I'm playing tennis so that it hits no matter when it comes to me. That's what this song brings back for me.
Alright, so the biopic for us. Should we do anyone else in UGT before we sign off?
Anything immediate? Jack Black for Logan, of course.
Jack Black for Logan, of course.
Of course, it goes without saying. Are there any, like, immediate ones that, like, jump out? Oh, okay. I don't think anybody's gonna know who this is.
Say it, we'll search him.
But, and I don't even know
Jack
if I
Black for
remember his
Jim.
name. And I watched Studio C a ton when I was a kid. And there was a guy, I think his name is Jeremy. And he would be
Matthew.
Marcus.
Jason?
No,
Jason Gray.
not Jason. Not Jason.
Adam.
No, his name was
Garrett.
Jeremy. His name was Jeremy.
There's no Jeremys.
We searched Jeremy.
Jeremy.
I'm positive.
Jeremy Warner?
I don't know that, but I'm pretty sure his name was Jeremy.
Jeremy Warner. Him?
There, that's Marcus.
Pulling it up. This is Marcus.
Nobody else is gonna. If you know who that is, then that's awesome. I watched so much of Studio
I'll
C
name her-
when I was a kid, but
from
he
the
would be
Winx.
Marcus.
I don't know her name from the miniseries Winx, the main woman from Sully. I'm definitely not having Google up while I search Winx, because this will be bad. The live
I
action
may know.
one?
My
The live
sister
action
used
one,
to
I
watch it.
assume.
Probably live action one.
Well, they may also mean the
True.
the animation is a redhead, but I haven't seen the live action.
Abigail
okay.
Cohen.
Yeah. I can see that. I can see
Alright,
that.
this is for everybody to see. There she is.
I get it.
Yeah, that seemed actually probably one of the closest ones I think so far.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's
This
pretty
photo,
good.
this photo specifically, I see it
That's
more.
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty good. That's
Mhm.
really close.
That's actually a really good pick.
All right,
Yeah.
give me Adam Driver for Gary.
Driver for Gary.
Adam Driver.
the Star Wars thing with Mike was just excellent. The one where he goes into undercover boss.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Where he's
gosh,
Kylo Ren.
that was so
And
good.
everyone at the end's like, that's Kylo Ren.
That's Kylo Ren. That's just Kylo Ren. It was so good.
There you go. This is Gary.
that is
That's
Gary.
Gary. I mean, that's absolutely.
Or
Gary.
this.
It's the seriousness of
Idris
Gary.
Elba for Riley.
Idris Elba for Riley.
A power couple in that rendition, really. I mean, seriously.
Idris Elba.
Yes. I bet Riley could have some really good ones though. What is the Oh gosh.
It would be a younger version of her. But, oh my gosh, what's the name?
That's the girl from Me, Earl, the Dying Girl.
It's not Tilda Sweeney, is it?
Tilda, what?
Tilda. I'm so bad with actresses' names. But
No.
I'm so I can't come up with the actor's
Tilda
name.
Swinton.
Is that who I mean?
This is the
I don't
girl.
know this
This is who
woman.
I was thinking is the girl from Me, Earl, the Dying Girl.
The woman from
For
Sucker
Riley?
Punch?
For Riley.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Emily Browning.
Did you want Tilda Swinton?
Maybe that's who I meant, but it may not be who I'm thinking of.
This is Riley.
A
Riley,
younger version.
Yeah,
A
maybe.
younger.
I can kind
Young.
of see that.
But yes, this is who I meant.
Young Tilda Swinton for
Yes.
Riley. Yeah, I
Yes.
see
yeah,
that.
That's
I
Riley.
totally see that.
Mm-hmm.
That could be Riley.
That actually looks a lot like Riley.
Yeah, that's a good snipe.
Riley, is this a time loop? She's in a
That's
time
a-
loop right now.
Whoa,
All right,
dude.
the woman from
We
Sucker
are gonna make
Punch.
it big. We got
There's a
Tilda
lot of
Swinton.
Yeah, right?
there's a lot of people in Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Is
There's
it-
like a lot of women in Sucker Punch. It's mostly women in
is it
Sucker
Emily
Punch.
Browning? No, that's yeah, Emily Browning. That's the first one.
Oh,
That's
right
what
here.
She said. She would clarify.
Oh, I see. Is this
That's a
when
good pick.
she's young.
Is for
Emily
Riley?
Browning when she's young. kind of. I like the first
I
one.
see hair. Yeah, I think Tilda. I think young Tilda Swinton. If we can travel back in time.
I'm trying to think of one for Colby, but I can't come up with...
the guy for
Slender Man.
Yes.
Slender
Man
Obviously.
plays Colby.
Pull it up.
There's Colby.
There he is. That's Colby.
What is the?
There he is. That's Colby.
There's Colby.
What is the guy? Dude, where's my car?
Dude, where's my car?
Ashton Kutcher.
No, who's in there like that? What is the talk? Oh,
It's Ashton Kutcher and I forget the other guy's name. Sean William Scott.
Maybe I don't know. There was like a scene that I thought was very.
This guy looks like a Colby.
Sean Williams.
He's got like a D&D icon.
He's very
does.
Colby.
It's awesome.
Sean Williams.
Sean William Scott like can play a dweeb. He looks very like handsome and a lot of stuff, but he is pretty good at doing some dweeby stuff. Sorry, Colby. I say this. I mean this with love and respect, Colby.
Yeah.
I say this as a guy, as someone who called himself fat through Bryn 10 minutes ago.
What is the Gosh, who's the guy?
This is hard.
This is very hard.
Colby.
We haven't said it yet, but for Brett, it would be that one guy that we've all already said that he looks like, and the meme going like this. He's got the red lines behind him, and he's going like Charlie Day. That's who it would be. Easy.
That is
Easiest pick ever. There's Brett.
Yeah.
That may actually be him.
That may actually be Brett.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Oh my God. So much like it. It's unbelievable. That is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cera for Colby.
Oh,
that's not bad.
That would be good.
That's not. I love some Michael Cera too.
Have we said AJ yet?
That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to do
now
some
picture him
serious,
higher.
Yeah, they'd
He's
have to
higher.
do some serious film trickery to get him at least 7 foot.
Because he's pretty short, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love Michael Cera.
Yeah.
Michael Cera height.
Yeah.
5'9".
He got at least 2 feet.
He's taller than I thought he was, to be honest.
Well, in Hollywood.
Have we thought of anyone for AJ yet?
I was thinking about that, but I can't get past the beard, and that's really tripping me up on trying to find
I mean, literally everybody says he sounds like Ray Romano.
I don't know who that is.
Ray Romano is hilarious! Not Ray Romano height. I don't care how tall he is.
He's 6'2".
Ray Romano. Just give a young Ray Romano a really long beard.
Oh
Yeah.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, there's what is it? There's another guy.
Maybe just Gandalf.
Again, not the actor who played Gandalf, but
That
Gandalf.
picture is really
Just
good
kidding,
of Ray Romano.
Of Ray Romano, yeah, young Ray Romano, I think is
Pretty okay.
is our
Romano's
closest.
pretty good.
Like that ain't bad right there.
Or who's the guy that played his brother in Everybody Hates Raymond? Hang on, nobody can see this again. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody hates Chris.
Magneto actor. Who was Magneto? Who played Magneto?
Magneto?
Man, I can't,
Oh, yeah.
I'm on the spot. I don't remember. Actor, not Michael Fassbender, but Ian McKellen.
No, the young one. Did he also play the young? No,
young. If you're talking the young one from the old,
Young
for the
one.
newer movies, then
Yeah.
that's Michael Fassbender.
Yeah, that could work.
Oh,
that could kinda
we're
work.
cooking there.
If you did a beard, you could totally make that
picture
work.
the beard.
Yeah, picture the beard. It could totally work.
I
He's
totally
in
get
the
that.
upcoming Kung Fury 2 movie, and I'm so excited.
I totally get that one. That one's good.
Who's his brother?
Ray
Brad,
Romano, give Abacus.
not Brad Garrett. Who's the guy I'm thinking of? Okay, hang on. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. This is this guy whose name I can never pronounce.
Oh yeah.
Bader?
Diedrich Bader
Okay.
was my other
I
guess
don't
for
know
that was my initial guess for AJ, but now that I'm seeing him, not as much.
The last guy was better. Or
Yeah.
Ray Romano.
You want to buy an image of Diedrich Bader off of eBay? It's 35mm slide.
Oh my god.
Ray Romano, Gib Abacus.
Yeah.
Brett Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. You know, Christian Bale could play Brett because Christian Bale looks like anybody.
There's gotta be someone who looks just like Kevin. I feel like Kevin, man, I gotta be able to find someone. Because he's so distinctive.
Mm-hmm. You've got a lot of... I don't know.
That would be tough.
I'm not sure.
I have to think really hard.
But it's almost 9. So
Wow.
we're going to call it here as we are now getting to the point of the show where we sit in silence and just think and don't say anything for
Well,
content.
it's because
the guy
we're
from
thinking really
the guy from
hard.
One Piece live action is actually a really good one. Hang on.
Kevin?
Yeah. Live action Luffy.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Inaki.
Whoa,
Oh, yeah,
that's
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, that's real. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Good work there. That is so
That
good.
is a good snipe. That's a great pick.
Look at
That's a
that. Oh my
great
gosh.
pick.
That second one.
Oh,
those are
easy.
Yeah.
That-
Easily.
Nebula-
Yeah,
Nebula,
that right
amazing
there
work.
looks a lot.
And you brought One Piece up and I didn't have to do it. Amazing work.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
That one's really good. Excellent work.
Dang.
Excellent work.
Guys, we cast our movie.
We
Yeah.
did it.
When they make a movie about us, like they did the SNL one or whatever, about like starting
Saturday night.
Yeah. That's who will play all. It'll be a star-studded cast.
With time traveling actors and resurrecting some.
Yes.
Yep.
Featuring, of course, Idris Elba and
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver kissing.
Yep.
Fun fact: I was in callbacks for that movie.
What?
For what? Wait, which
The
movie?
SNL movie?
Oh, the SNL movie.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Were you in Aykroyd? Or were you getting a callback for an Aykroyd?
Aykroyd.
Belushi. Belushi also makes sense. Yeah.
I will do more casting tomorrow for you.
All right. Well, on that, thank you guys so much for joining. We'll
Drop
be
in the
back.
Discord your favorite fan cast of the UGT movie.
And then
Yeah.
also tag AJ saying, "Give abacus."
Yeah. Do it. He's gotta be confused enough that he just agrees.
Yes.
That's what we need.
If you guys like it,
let your voice be heard.
if you guys like us, let us know. If you want us to do any of the things we talked about, like playing any of the 7 video games that we mentioned, or if you want us to open a Minecraft server, let us know.
We will be playing Civ, obviously. So if you want to get in on the how many people it is,
Yes.
keep up with the server because I'm totally doing that.
Tomorrow I haven't announced it yet, but I'll tell you here. Tomorrow we're not doing an episode of Secrets because there was some delays with the last Aeons, so we can't really go into the new episode of Secrets yet.
Why
But
would that be? We're not going to say.
I
Go
will not
watch the
elaborate
last
further.
episode
banger episode.
of
Ah.
Secrets.
But so tomorrow I think we're just doing Jeopardy. I purchased the Jeopardy thing so everybody can play. So we will be playing Jeopardy.
Ooh.
But with that, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. We will be back next week. This chat, whatever this is. We'll be back next week. Have a good night.
Good night.